Hello? Test? Yeah, we should be live. Okay, hey everyone. Sorry for the delay. As usual, nothing worked out as you planned. But I think that's the fun of launch campaign. You plan everything and then last minute change all of the plans. We are here on the launch pad. We're getting some fuel right now. And there's noch Tape, da ist Anton, da ist gutes Tape. Okay. Can I get feedback in the chat how the stream is looking, what we should check?
You have comms?
Ja.
Dass die Einser auf dem Tisch ist einfach. Dass immer eins beim Control bleibt.
Power on.
Okay.
9.
Welches Auto?
Ja.
Lautes Auto. Okay.
Okay, how's the connection? Can anybody check?
Can we pay you a Gatorade?
Yeah, right. I'm just kidding, you know that. This is part of your service.
Okay,
Anything else you guys need? This is a wet towel. Oh yeah, we got
wie viel FPS haben wir?
later. Thank you so much. We don't know how long these last, but
Leonard?
I have a problem.
Okay, I got in the chat that stream is fine. It's really hectic right now because our team got confirmation that the rocket is okay and they should be on the way to the launch pad over there soon. And we're still setting up our ground station. Yes, we have the bird cam. Okay, can I point the bird cam down a bit? Yes, there you can see all of the streaming stuff we have. And back to myself. Yes, that's working amazingly. Bird cam, wait, I can't do a fade. And my cam, yes, amazing. Okay, that worked.
Now the generator turned off again without plan. Maybe you guys figured this out.
So,
Look at that. It's bad.
But yes, you're ready to leave for
okay, I just got the call that vehicle is ready to go to pad. You should be able to see that. You should be able to see them drive by here soon. I will call out when our rocket is driving by. But you can see that it's our rocket because we have WARR Rocketry on the truck. We foiled it on every one of our trucks.
Shoot the gun right now. There you go.
Okay, Roger.
What I don't know is, am I able to...
Okay, so we are doing a 45,000 feet two-stage shot. We have an O8500 in the lower stage and an N4000 motor in the upper stage. For everyone that's a little bit familiar with rocket motors. And as a payload, we have a tech demonstrator from WARR Space Labs, where we have a box with glowing powder that detects the movement and the glowing of the powder during the launch. We also have a lot of strain gauges and load cell everywhere around the rocket to detect the recovery forces, the forces acting on the skins and the forces acting on the fins, to next year make the rocket even better and even lighter, because we really don't know these forces accurately. So we're trying to measure them during flight, so that next year we can build the rocket and the skin just as strong, just a little bit stronger than it needs to be, so that we can get a lot of weight savings and fly even higher and be more efficient. Okay, let's check something out, because we have the opportunity to get live feed from the watch party in Munich. Okay, it looks like it is connecting.
Kannst du mal das AGS pingen?
Okay, we're just working on getting live footage from inside of the rocket. We should have live video footage from the rocket. We have 4 cameras on the rocket, and I think 3 of them we can get live. Anton, can we get 3 or 4 rocket cameras live? 3 cams, okay.
Lower stage and fin cam.
Okay, we have a camera in the lower stage, we have a camera in the recovery bay looking up on our parachute, and we have a camera on the fin looking down at the staging, so when we separate we can see the staging and the motor igniting.
Dann ist es E1, Gerade wenn ich von denen bei Left Hand. Weißt du das so? Left Hand ist E8. Ja, ich habe deswegen gemacht so.
Okay.
Hier ist so früh wie möglich losmachen. Wenn ich hier jetzt E1 habe. Was ist das alles?
Do you have any questions I can answer for you right now?
So. Antworten. Kurze Frage.
Ja.
Jetzt die Kamera sind zu eingebettet.
Ja.
Aber nur schwarz. Oh ja.
Okay. We're missing a camera right now. I wanted to give you a shot of the entire area, but I can just use my face cam because there's really not much to see. Okay. Here you can see the bird cam. And that's how the Texan desert looks. Just horizon everywhere. You can look in all directions for miles. Back there you can see a little mountain or hill, I don't know how you want to call it. But besides that there's nothing out here. So we have the launch. I can zoom in a bit. You can see something there, and behind the car there's another launch pad. But besides that, there's not much out here. Okay, can you check the camera real quick? Oh, we're looking really good. Okay. Okay, I'm still trying to get live footage from Munich, from the watch party at our campus. Oh, I got the wrong link. Okay, trying. Oh yeah, I have live footage from the watch party in Munich. Let's check if we can pull that up on stream. Yes, we can see live footage from the watch party in Munich. Quite a lot of people joined in there. Well, I'm sorry that the quality is not that great. It relays the video footage. Okay, I think we are back. I hope that internet connection is better right now. We're having a really bad Starlink connection. We lower down the bitrate, so if the camera footage doesn't look that clean anymore, it's just to get it running and to not having the stream fry up all the time. But I think the connection should be better now. Okay, can I get a feedback in the chat if the connection is more stable now? Okay, YouTube is looking good. YouTube says we're good. OBS says. Yeah, schon. OBS says we're good, and I can see myself on my phone, so that all should be good. Audio is delayed. Okay. Why? I'm having my microphone right here. It should be the input of our audio. Okay, I'm getting positive feedback. It looks really good. Again, we have. Do we have the bird cam? No, the bird cam is not working. Okay, we got the bird cam fixer please fix up the bird cam, Marco. I can quickly switch back to our Munich cam, so we can see the people in Munich right here that are. Oh, Munich cam is gone. Now back to my cam. Bird cams. Oh, bird cams. This one right now. Yeah, bird cam. We have bird cam. Here you can see all of our setup. Oh, we can go back to the Munich cam. Here we can see the people in Munich. Can the people in Munich show if they can see themselves? Yeah, they see themselves. Hello, people to Munich. Jubel. Okay. As of right now, did we go to pad already?
They're
Okay.
probably there already, yeah. Ask Kian. They might be there.
Does Kian have a mic?
Nelson.
Okay, I'm quickly going to ask Nelson what the status of our launch is. Okay, we can't get updates from the pad right now. I'm really sorry.
9.
I'm really sorry for that. If we get updates, I'm going to tell you. There's a huge truck backing out right now.
Hopefully not on our Starlink.
I hope that he doesn't scratch our Starlink dish. If he scratched that, then it will be gone. Okay, I have to. I'm going to change these up real quick. I always forget that the bird cam is not free right now. Okay. Oh no, we need the bird cam fixer again.
Anton, mission control. Anton, mission control, not you.
Nice bird cam. Sind wir Mission Control?
Ja, oder?
Okay, but currently we're trying. Oh wait. Currently we're trying to output our stream not only to YouTube but to the official ESRA live stream that's happening right over there, so that maybe we can be featured in their live stream and they can include our live onboard footage in their live stream. Can I have my Bauchbinde? Der Name und so.
Ah, yes. Worauf warten wir? GPS? Kommt, oder?
Rough position.
Okay.
Rough position to Lawrence. Come again.
Können wir ein Auto ranfahren als Leiter oder haben wir uns anderes, wo wir hochkommen zum Bridge? Okay, do you have fixed the setup?
Yes.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out how to.
Okay, working on some nice stock footage we shot here. We have footage of how this town looks, how the town we stay in. We stay in Fort Stockton. The conference is in Midland, Texas, and we shot some nice footage of where we live, what the town looks like, drone footage, camera footage. Wait, sorry. Just to give you an idea about what this area and Texas looks like. Yes, we are here 6-1. We are 2-stage solid to 40,000 feet. Simulations look really good with the winds that we are achieving the heights. ESRA allow for you guys to bring a test feedback when we have sound back? Is the sound still no sound? Oh, I can hear it. It lags a lot. Okay, I'm trying if it's a problem with our microphones and with the DJI lavalier mics we have here. Oh wait, I can try out the second mic we have if it's just a sound connection problem. Okay, our streaming, what we have? Okay, streaming says we have sound. I changed the mics. It's now the black one, not the gray one. Maybe that fixed it. Cable problem. Let me know if something is up. Test 1 3. Okay, my smartphone says that its sound is back and sound is not cut off anymore. Okay, maybe it's a problem with the other microphone, so I will be using this microphone for now. Okay. Okay, we restarted the stream. Maybe it's better. We're really sorry for the bad audio and the cut off sound. It's not really in our power. We can just lower the quality. We are limited by our Starlink dish and what it gets here in the middle of nowhere. Yes, I'm getting positive feedback on the sound. Okay, maybe it's a problem with the other microphone, so I will be using. Okay, I got a question in the chat. How did you get permission to be there today if not on the list? There's a bit of background on that. So yesterday there was a huge storm right here and a lot of very strong winds. And in the night at like 11 o'clock there was the call that maybe today is cancelled, so there's no launch today because the tents over there got destroyed and blown over. And then in the morning there was the call that there's a list of 20 rockets of 10k COTS that can launch. So 3.3 kilometers, 3 kilometers roughly solids. And this is the list that is talking about, so there are 20 people that can launch. But we're still here because we have a 45k COTS rocket and ESRA is trying to launch the 45ks as soon as possible because they are the most susceptible to high winds. So right now it's a really good low wind situation and they would like to launch us right now because the wind's picking up at noon and in the afternoon, and then 45k can't launch that well anymore. Okay, how are we looking on the stock footage? Okay,
Höheneinstellung, wie viel Grad hast du hoch runter?
Okay, stock footage is still rendering. I hope that we are not cut off and audio is still good. Starlink is working hard behind me. And I can show you again our stream setup. It's not as we have liked it to be because we planned out everything and then last minute it all changed. But that's the fun with launch campaigns. What? Okay, again we're working on getting our live stream relayed back to the ESRA tent back there, because there's the official live stream with Logan Herrera, the guy responsible for the live stream. He's right there, and we're trying to relay our stream to them so that they may include our stream in their stream at some point. And also to relay our onboard footage to the official ESRA stream, because there's a challenge where they're trying teams to get live onboard launch footage from the rocket into their stream. And we have that capability, we set up everything for that. And right now we're just trying to get the video from our stations to them.
There's a burn up right now. Can you see it? Yeah, perfect. I have a rough idea where you are. I will adjust, but I don't think I can make
Okay, we reconnected here. Okay. Okay. I hope that everything's working out fine right now, and so if you got any questions I should answer for you, go ahead, write them in the chat. As of right now, I don't have an expected launch time. I think our crew is on the pad right now setting everything up, so it could be in like half an hour or 2 hours. I'm sorry to not be able to give you a better launch estimation. Oh, nice! We have now good footage of. Oh, it's not live. Okay.
Das Update ist funktioniert mit dem Video-Chat, wir haben jetzt den Livestream-Output.
Okay, amazing. Okay, I got the call that our live stream is related to the official ESRA live stream right now, so you can have 2 live streams open, our live stream and the ESRA live stream, and maybe at some point they have the same footage. Or we'll see. I can give you, here is a live view of the launch party in Munich. I'm really sorry guys that you have to wait so long. A wise man at EUROC once said, student rocketry is a viewer sport because the viewers have to work the hardest and have to wait the longest for stuff to happen. And they have the job of sticking with it until something happens. Yeah, that's couldn't be said any better. We're also just waiting for the pad guys to fix some last issues. Yeah. We also have the opportunity for a live view. Okay, we may get live footage from the pad. I'm setting it up right now. Okay, we may get live view from the pad, and we also can get live view from remote camera out here, so somebody can walk around and show you the stuff, or I can walk around and show you stuff. Let's get out our nice gimbal. Okay. Link for the official stream. I don't think so. I don't know if it has started yet. And we also have, if we go back to the bird cam, we also have a drone right here, and we got the permission to fly a drone right around here. Unfortunately, we can't include the drone live into the live stream. That's a bit beyond our capabilities right now, but we will have drone footage of the area and of our launch after we launched, and we will share that as soon as we compiled it and cut it down and have nice footage. Okay. Okay, so yesterday and the day before yesterday we were at the convention. So there was a convention in Midland, Texas, at a convention center. Yeah, it's near a big rodeo. So there.
Lawrence, update. Are you coming back or out of the
Wait.
now?
We had a convention center. Oh, we were at the convention center, and there was a big convention with like 120 other teams, and we displayed our rocket and what the rocket can do there, and talked to the other teams. It was really amazing to talk to the other teams. A lot of really nice guys. We met a lot of people and talked about a lot of stuff. And then we had our flight readiness review and passed it without much complaints. So our rocket looked good on that side.
And Lawrence,
And then we had the judges come over and look at our rocket, and now we're here. As of yesterday evening, it was called out that we may not launch today, but then this morning it was called that we are launching and we are allowed to launch because we have a 45K shot, and these really high shots need to fly at really low wind so they don't drift away too far. So they're trying to launch us today because the winds are really good, looking really good today. And so it was a really hectic morning today because we woke up and it was told, oh yes, we're going to a launch pad. So we scrambled up everything, put everything in our cars and drove out here in the Texan desert, set up the live stream in a semi-planned fashion. So it was a bit chaotic, but it seems to work. And we're right now here and waiting for the guys on the pad, fixing and setting up the rocket. Okay, stock footage is still rendering, but we are close to finishing rendering of the stock footage, so I can give you a really nice look at what the area around here looks like. We are staying in Fort Stockton in an Airbnb, actually 2 Airbnbs. We have one Airbnb where the rocket is located and where we integrate the rocket, and then there's another Airbnb that's just for sleeping and just to get a bit away from the integration, so that if they do something during the night, you can get a nice night of sleep. Filmed some stock footage there. We drove around, flew our drone and shot what we could, so to give you an impression what this area looks like, and that should be done in any second. One thing that's really new for me here is that there are oil jacks everywhere. So this is a place where there's crude oil getting pumped out of the earth, and if you drive around and drive through Texas, you can see oil jacks left and right on the road. So there are oil jacks everywhere. For example, over there, if you look really far, there's a oil, oil refinery, and it's refining the oil that's getting pumped out of the earth. And from here I can see a little flame where they burn off excess methane or excess oil, and just what? Okay, there's a huge one over there. I can't see it right now, but apparently there is. But that's also something you can see if you drive down the roads. Just a lot of power plants and power transmission lines, and also stations where these fuels get refined and get put into big trucks and lorries. And yeah, there's not much else here in Midland. I don't want to. I like it here. It's beautiful, but it's just most of the industry and most of the landscape is just centered around these oil pumps and just pumping out the oils from the earth. So that's a really big industry around here. But we try to capture not only that, but also other sites in our stock footage. I think it's looking very dark. It's not that dark in Texas right now. Okay, back to myself. Here I can switch to the bird cam to show you Marco. Marco doesn't want to be shown in the bird cam. Can we maybe put some Gatorade into the ice cooler to have some cool Gatorade? Because that's one thing really important here in the desert, that you drink a lot and you get that you get electrolytes in. So if you drink a lot of water, you're losing salts and electrolytes. And because of that, we have a lot of Gatorade with us to regain and replenish our electrolytes. Okay, stock footage is looking really nice. We just have to get it into the stream. We're working hard. Okay. I'm getting a call that we're trying onboard cameras right now. We may have them in the stream up right soon. So everything's coming together. We have the stock footage, we have the live onboard camera footage. Then soon there should our long range or long-ish range camera with the big zoom come back.
Okay. Pad, control to pad.
You can see the American, how do I call it? You can see that the city is very squared, so every road is just straight, and there's all of the buildings, all of the things are divided up into squares. And there we have footage from driving in the car. Also, okay, yeah, back to. Oh, I have now picture in picture. You can see myself on the corner. Hello. Yeah, what I want to say is what's very unusual for me as a German is that there are pickups everywhere. So it's even more extreme if you go to Midland with the oil industries. So there's the vast majority of cars are pickups. But even here in Fort Stockton, where we are, there are a lot of pickups, and that's just new to me because there are not much pickups in Germany, and seeing a pickup in Germany is quite rare actually. Okay, I hope you don't hear that loud. We have an official ESRA speaker over there where we can hopefully then hear the calls for the launches. That's outputting some weird stuff right now. I hope my mic doesn't pick that up. I'm also having a thermometer and a hygrometer with me. So we have 26 degrees right here, right now, and 42% relative humidity. So that's really, yeah, it's really good. It's really comfortable right now. There's a little bit of wind keeping us cool. But that's only now because it's in the morning. During noon it will get really hot and really bad. But for that we have our tent and a big cooler full of ice back there. And we should be fine. Another thing that's new for me is the Walmart. So the Walmart for me is a phenomenon on its own because in Germany you have one supermarket for groceries, you have one for electronics, you have one for outdoor stuff, you have one for pets, so a pet store. But in here in the Walmart you can get everything. So you have your bread section in the beginning, then you have your coolers and your fridge, then you have your it's called the beverages and beer and the water. Then if you go to the next aisle, there's like medicine and stuff, and there's sunscreen, and then you get supplements, and then you go 2 aisles over, and then you get all of the stuff you need for your pet. You can get aquariums, you can get pet food, and then the next aisle right near to the pet food, there's stuff you need in school, like books and pens and pencils and tape and stuff. And just the next aisle, then there's electronics. You get computers, smartphones, MacBooks, and stuff you would normally get in an electronics store in Germany. And then just the aisle next to it, there's outdoor stuff. You can get rifles, bows, arrows, fishing lines, hooks, baits, everything, tents and stuff. And one aisle over, you get stuff for your car. You get oil, get what's called parts for your cars and stuff. And yeah, what else can you get in the Walmart? You can get literally everything in the Walmart, and it's a bit hard for me because yesterday evening I was shopping in the Walmart. I got a list like that, and I was wandering around all around the Walmart and couldn't find anything. Took ages to find it, but also it's really great because you don't need to go to different stores. You can go to this store and just go through a list and pick up everything if you know where to find it. But the people around here are really nice. You can ask them anything and they will just take you through the Walmart and bring you to what you want. Okay, I think that our drone is launching right now. We have a drone here on site with which we film our launch. We were allowed to get a drone. We got our drone pilot Marco back there. He has all the licenses and registration stuff figured out that you need to fly the drone here. And I think he's currently going to the launch site, so maybe if it takes long enough, we can also show you footage from the launch site before we launch. Okay, I have a look back at the stock footage we shot. Okay, that's another interesting thing I want to point out for the friends and families at home. Around here in the stream you can see there are highways. Obviously Americans have highways, but next to the highways there are little streets, because there's a rule that a highway can only have off and on ramps every, I don't know the exact distance, but only at a certain distance. So you have next to the highways you have little streets where the people drive to the next on ramp on the highway. So there's essentially a 2-lane highway with, or 2-road highway with like 2 or 3 lanes per road, and then there's 2 roads on either side with also 2 lanes, with 1 lane for each direction, to just go along the highway to bring you to the next on ramp. So that's something I haven't seen like that, and like that consistently in Germany. Okay, we have the drone footage of Fort Stockton again. On the bottom there's the fire station of Fort Stockton, and in the back you can see a nice mountain. We may try to visit that mountain because, as you can see, it's very flat and there are only these little hills or mountains sticking up, so that's really interesting to look at them, but I don't think we can go on them. That's closed off, but we try after we have launched. So if the launching stuff is over and we are essentially free to roam around, we'll explore the town and the region around here even more.
Vision control, we have disconnected on the cats, but no GPS log.
Okay, I heard from the guys on the pad right now that they are working on the rocket and working on getting a GPS log. So we have 2 GPS receivers in each stage that have to get a precise GPS log, so that we can recover the rocket after it launched and drive through the desert and search for our rocket. And that's one problem or one thing with these very high altitude shots. So we have a 45K, so 45,000 feet. That's like 13.7 kilometers. So it's above the flight, it's above the height where airplanes fly. So it's like a third. If you have where the airplanes fly, we are a third of altitude above that. And if you come down from this altitude and then have your parachutes, if the winds are too high, you can drift very far. So we have a really good connection with GPS and with our tracking to get location where the rocket comes down, because searching it without that is just impossible, because it can it can drift off very far. Okay, there's some nice, yes, you can see a little bit shaky footage from the Fort Stockton Visitor Center. There are these nice red trains, because Fort Stockton was known for something with trains. I haven't read up on the history of Fort Stockton. I'm sorry, should have read more on Fort Stockton to tell you where we live, but I have only this footage for you. So that's the nice visitor center of Fort Stockton. Unfortunately, it was closed when we were there. We were like 10 minutes after closing time, so we couldn't get footage from inside the visitor center. But well, yeah, what you see right there has to suffice. And there's on the door of the visitor center you could see the Roadrunner. So I talked to a woman from Midland yesterday, and apparently this town around here, they select one animal as their mascot, and Fort Stockton has the Roadrunner as their mascot. And that's a fun coincidence. I'm not sure if it's a coincidence, because we have a Roadrunner and a Coyote on our rocket. And the idea is that when we launch, we have the 2 rockets, a Roadrunner on top, Coyote on bottom, and then the upper stage ignites and the Roadrunner runs away from the Coyote like in the cartoons. And yeah, Fort Stockton has the Roadrunner as their mascot. And there's also in the visitor center, behind the visitor center, there's a huge Roadrunner statue. So they really like their Roadrunners around here. And yeah, right now in the picture you can see an oil pump. These are the types of oil pumps that are everywhere here. So when you drive, you see oil pumps left and right, back and forth. It's really crazy. I haven't seen that, and that's something that's very new for me as a German. Yeah, right now we have these nice Fort Stockton signs of the cowboys and the Fort Stockton lettering.
test 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Is it on?
I also think we could quickly show you the movie we made. So we are also taking part in the video challenge. So there's a challenge to make a video before, during and after the launch campaign. And we have our video from before the launch campaign. And I think I can switch to that right now and show you just the video we've made and submitted right now. And here goes the video. Oh wait, what do I have to do to start it? The video challenge video.
Könnt ihr ganz schnell wieder auf die Kameras gucken, auf HGS, das ist das Wichtige. Ja, also, habt ihr was? Haben wir Empfang?
Video 2 hat Rauschen.
Rauschen. Nothing currently on the videos.
Okay, I'm going to show you the video right now because we are looking at getting live footage from the rocket, and that's really urgent right now.
Repeat, that's just static.
Okay, I'm trying to get live footage from the pad right now. Okay.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
And we have disconnect from the
Okay, we have live footage from the pad right now. Can you go to the first scene again? And I can show you live pad footage. Okay, I think we should get audio from our pad footage. I'm waiting for confirmation on that.
Is that the video of Nelson? Point it up!
How to film?
Is it like they could put it, but they fucking turn it.
Well, right on Instagram, kids all filming.
I can't wait for now for the
Okay, sorry for the black screen right now. Okay, I hope I'm trying to get audio from our rocket and from the pad. Okay, sorry for the black screen right now. Where's the walkie-talkie? Pad. I'm trying to get audio from our rocket and from the pad.
I mean, I don't know.
Integration starting now. We're now putting the sustainer on the booster. Slowly, but surely this launch is happening. Okay, we're transitioning to footage we have from the drone. No, we're not. No, so okay, I can hear that you have audio from the pad, so we're going to stay with the pad cam for now. Okay, we're transitioning. here that you have audio from the pad, so we're going to stay with the pad for now.
Aber da gibt es halt so ein Liefercase, was man sehr enge Verbindung aber Dinge oder so, also mein Gebrauch untersucht wird. Und jetzt kommt der mal drauf, der DLR ist gerade ja den Förderanhänger da auch nachstellt, die compared to ours. So das ist just Euro, was der Rock als auch das ist das Neue.
So we are currently inserting the connection into the sustainer. I don't know anyone knowing that it's not rocket anymore. It's getting serious.
Oil wells, it's
I have my brothers in
yeah, is that the special
I trust the aerodynamics.
you think you don't overshoot, but it doesn't open rocket always overshoot in their predictions.
So far, das ist noch was it's never got killed in like every. Because it might just crush the secret
Yeah, because I saved.
That's important. That's important. Well, you know, the aerodynamics need ballast of 600. Let's not talk about it.
Was it 600?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. It even had ballast. I don't think so. I need a second opinion on that. I need a second opinion. I can't tell if that's enough. I mean, he zoomed in on it for 2 seconds. Well,
You cannot
well,
Okay, I'm miking myself up right now. Sorry for the confusion with the audio. OBS is not cooperating that well right now, but maybe it's just a skill issue because I can't operate OBS that well. I'm going to just disconnect this. Okay, now it's showing. Can we? Yeah, we do. Now we have a drone footage from the pads, so. Do we? Oh yeah, we have the. Yes, we have the live drone footage right now. There you can see the pad. Yeah, you can also explain what you filmed with your drone.
So yeah, it's quite a distance from here to the pad. So
Do we have audio? Test, test.
Das muss Medienquelle sein. Das ist Ding aus. Das muss Medienquelle sein. Ist das Ding aus? Test, test. So yeah, now we should have sound again. So yeah, test. The pad is like 1.5 kilometers away from the tents. So yeah, so we had a quick look with the drone to see what's going on there. So and we had a quick look with the drone to see what's going on there. A little bit off. And so yeah, but it seems like the format is a little bit off. You can see our cars. We also sticker bombed them with our logo. You can see our cars. We also you can see the sticker bombed them with our logo. And putting on the rail. Also other teams are there at the moment working on the rocket. So it's quite busy, also but not too many on this two-stage pad. So it's quite busy. Now we can see on the footage going back towards the tents. You can see a little bit the damage in the end. Now we can see on the footage last night. The tents. You can see a little bit here with heavy rain and wind last night. So yeah, now we go back to Kian. So yeah, now we go back to Kian.
Okay, sorry that I tapped the microphone. I'm trying to get the tone from. I'm trying to get the launch pad working. The launch pad working.
The lower stage is now connected to the upper stage. The lower stage is now on the rail, connected to the upper stage. Both stages are on the rail. The upper stage igniter is currently in. Lower stage has no igniter yet. So, doing the final preparations, preparing for launch rail erection.
Okay, sorry guys, we know that we don't have audio from the pad and the footage is really pixely. I'm working on the audio, but for the footage I can't give you any better footage because that's working through like 10 different cornerstones to get to your screen. So we have we have the Wi-Fi on our pad, then we have 1.5 kilometers Wi-Fi bridge here to our mission control, and then it gets translated through Starlink to the YouTube server, and somewhere in the chain we have a lot of loss. I'm really sorry, but you can see the rocket and can see what the people are doing, so I think that's good. I'm going to contact the pad crew if they can help us with the audio. Okay, then I'm going to narrate over what you can see. Yeah, you can see that they are integrating. Oh wait, sorry, I clicked away my live stream. They are integrating the rocket on the, or they are putting it on the rail right now. So it's these nice blue rails that we are provided with from ESRA. And we have our rocket on there right now. We have a two-stage rocket, so we have to make sure that the upper stage sits nicely in the staging receiver from the lower stage. We have if you look between the two rockets, it's hard to see, but in this footage you can see it a bit. But if Kian goes to the side, you can see it even more. There's a black part between these two rockets. That's our aero cover. It's 3D printed from ABS, so it's just a cover to cover up the gap between the upper stage and the lower stage. And we are fully expecting this part to break off because these rockets will separate at an altitude of 0.9 kilometers with a speed of Mach 1. So we are expecting, so the aero cover stays on the lower stage, but we are expecting it to break because it hits the Mach 1 airstream and it's just 3D printed plastic. But that's okay because we designed it to break. It has a intended point for to break, and we also declared it as a consumable so that we don't get deducted points because our rocket broke. But that's just how we designed it. And I can check about what is the status on the live onboard footage.
Figuring it out.
Okay, we're figuring out the live onboard footage right now. We have 4 cameras on the rocket, of which 3 we can get live. Again, there's a horizon view rocket on the lower stage, so it just looks straight out of the rocket on the horizon. Then we have a parachute rocket, so that sits inside of the nose cone, looks up, and when the nose cone ejects and the parachute deploys, you can see the parachute very nicely. And then also, oh, I missed one camera. We also have the fin cam that is located on the upper stage in the fin, looking down at the staging part, and should hopefully capture the stage separation and upper stage ignition very nicely. And then there's a 4th camera. I think it's looking down. It's the lower stage looking down. I'm sorry, the horizon view camera can also be in the upper stage. I'm not quite sure on that. I will have to ask ELO guys when some ELO guys.
In both stages. And one of them is not working.
Okay, we have horizon cameras in both stages, but apparently one of them is unfortunately not working.
All of them.
Okay, now I have Benedict with me, that is an electronic specialist and that can explain the camera system to you.
For your information, you are on the main feed.
So we have first, like what you also can see right now is like our phone set up as a video server where we can like log in and get the video from. That is done also we are logging to Starlink. Besides that, in our rocket.
Just a heads up, guys. When we're
Okay, sorry for the interruption. We had ESRA guy with us.
So in our rocket there are 3 cameras, one in the fin can, then one in the nose cone, and one in the lower stage where we want to get like live video from. We have video transmitters, and you can probably not see it because it's behind the camera, but they're like antennas from where we get the signals and receive them. And also that video is obviously logged on SD cards, which you want then later read out, and you can probably see them in the after movie.
Okay, and how are you exactly relaying the live footage from inside the rocket to our station here? What systems do you use?
So we have like commercial video transmitters. They're sending, like 2 of them are sending with 350 milliwatts. Because we could also possibly send 1 watt, but they get really hot and we don't want to get them overheat and die during mid-flight or something like that. So we powered them a bit down. So we hope also get then a longer video. Besides that, we have like patch antennas. They're like smaller ones. We hope we already get video from that. Besides that, we have, can I show you? Like some self-made helix antennas, which we like point at the rocket during launch, so we can see the video like hopefully as long as possible, and especially see maybe the staging via the fin cam.
Okay, in the live footage from the pad we can see that our rocket is getting vertical right now, and oh man, doesn't she look beautiful. There you can see the black part on the bottom of the upper stage. That is the aero cover I talked to you about. That's the part that is meant to, or we expect it to be destroyed. And besides that, we are recovering everything from the rocket, and we should get video from as long as we have connection to it, right?
Yeah, like we will, I think it's currently planned to have, after it's erected, have a brief check if we get a signal. Maybe like rearranged antennas, and if that works out, you guys from Livestream will hopefully put it in.
Yeah, we have the live cameras set up. Once we have footage of them, we will include that into our live stream.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's basically all about the cameras.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, back to me. I'm still trying to figure out if we can get some audio from the pad. I hope that Kian doesn't didn't mute his camera on the pad.
Englisch stimmt, aber dann kriegst du das nicht rein. Das ist der direkte Link dazu. 192.168. Warte, jetzt kommt zur ASTP. Wahrscheinlich funktioniert das.
Okay, I don't think that we can get audio from the pad, so I have to narrate what we see. Wait, please let me put on my microphone again. Okay, do we? Okay, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry, guys. The microphone just went out of power and didn't give any sign of hey, I'm out of power. Just shut off itself. Just shut off itself. Okay. I'm checking. Can somebody in the chat please write what you heard, what the last thing you have heard? So I can, oh yeah. Okay, I'm just reading up on chat. Oh no, no, no. Fuck, there's was a sandstorm. My laptop is covered in sand right now. Please pray for my laptop that it survives. I'm going to have to mute myself and blow off my laptop. Okay, I'm back. My laptop is really crunchy right now. I got new feature, crunchy keys. I have to give it a real deep clean after we are finished here. That's the problem with being in the desert here, that if there's one wind gust, it just blows sand all over your system. Yeah, I have to read chat more. What is chat saying? Okay, current estimation of lift-off time. I don't quite know. We see on the live that the rocket is vertical right now, and when it's vertical, we are doing some checks. So we have GPS lock, I have heard, and now we're checking if we have connection to the onboard flight computers and the onboard cameras. And lift-off time maybe a few minutes away, or I can't tell you, to be honest. It can happen at any moment. We're trying to launch as quickly as possible. Okay, I'm just going to explain the parachute part again, because that's something we have developed for this rocket and that is new in this system. So in the lower stage we have a sideways ejecting reefed parachute. So we have on the rocket, there's a hatch on the outside, and we have self-developed rope cutters, and these rope cutters open up the hatch, and then there's a pilot chute in there that pulls out the parachute. And then we have one parachute that's reefed together, so it's really small. So it acts like a drogue parachute. That means that when the parachute ejects, it slows down the rocket a bit and prevents the rocket from tumbling. So it prevents the rocket from going something like this, or just flying straight down. And then at like 400 meters, 450 meters altitude, we unreef it. So also with the self-developed rope cutters, we release the reefing rope, and that folds open the parachute. Wait a moment. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. We had some issues with the relay because relay our stream to the official ESRA stream right there, and we have to make sure that that works. But what I wanted to say is that at 400 meters altitude, we unreef the parachute, so it unfolds in the sky. You will clearly see it in the sky when the parachute unfolds, and it will then slow down the lower stage to a safe descent rate. And then on the upper stage, we have a normal nose cone ejection, so that's a hand-laminated, self-made nose cone of ours. We have the nose cone ejecting and pulling out a pilot chute and the drogue. And this drogue parachute is then descending from 14 kilometers in altitude up to like also 450 meters. And there we release the main parachute of the upper stage that will bring down the upper stage at a safe and slow speed. Okay, I have to check in with Elo. They are trying to fix something. Okay, in the live footage from the pad. Okay, wait, why can... In the live footage from the pad, they are pulling out the launch pins right now. So we have these pins on the remove before launch tags. So that's the... Wait, I can show you. Oh no, I can't. We have remove before launch tags on the rocket that when you pull them out activate different systems, and they are trying to activate the cameras right now. Eins. Okay, we're activating the camera right now. You can see on the live footage there's another rocket on the two-stage pad. So there are other teams that are launching to 45K two-staged. And we are on the left pad with the yellow, melon yellow nose cone.
Make sure that you activate all cameras in your UI.
Just the live video stuff.
And Lawrence, make sure that
Yeah.
you activate all the cameras through the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Are you guys also...
Okay, and for my white monster enjoyers back at home, I have a white monster that I'm cracking open.
That HDMI, just plug it right in.
Okay, I'm cracking open my white monster right now. I'm a bit sleepy. Was a short night. Also, I'm going to plug in my laptop because it's doing okay. Okay, sorry, I have to read more, chat more. Camera quality is very bad. Yes, we know. We are sorry for that. The problem is that we are very far away on the pad. It's like 1.5 kilometers away from where we sit, and we're using our Wi-Fi bridge to relay that to us. And so there are a lot of systems in between that decrease the camera quality of the live feed. Currently, that's the best we have and we can offer you. And we are sorry that the quality is not better. Next time we are working to have a better system that may produce better quality. Current estimation for the liftoff time, we don't quite know. It looks like nobody's on the...
Pull pins are all out.
Okay, I just got the call that all of the pull pins are out, so all systems should be activated inside of the rocket. Okay, we are still trying to get live onboard footage. That's a bit of an unknown right now. Besides that, sorry guys, I hope you don't hear that. Okay, I hope that I'm louder than this thing from ESRA. That's okay. Now it's gone. Okay, it's back. I hope that I can talk over that. For the chemistry of the rockets, we have an O5500 White Lightning from what's it called? AirTech. From AirTech, and an N4000 on the upper stage. So the O5500 is on the lower stage, and the N4000 on the upper stage. I don't quite know which chemistry that is. You have to look that up. But it's a board motor. We don't do these motors ourselves. We bought them from Wildman, and yes. Okay, how do we test the reliability of both parachutes? Yes, we have made a test launch in March. So I'm sorry for the noise. That's not on us. Back in March, we made a test launch in Bremen, in Germany, where we tested out the new reefed parachute. And the other parachute in the upper stage is the same system that we have flown in last year. Wait. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, the lower stage igniter is in. I got the call, so we could launch very, very soon. Please stand by for the launch. Yes, so the parachute of the upper stage is what we have done in the past. So that's a flight-proven system, and we have the reef parachute on the lower stage is new, but we tested that before, and we tested that at a low altitude flight. And today is going to be a higher altitude flight, so we will see how this system performs and how our recovery guys, what they cooked up. Yes, the rocket is indeed tilted. We are not launching straight up, but it's tilted a bit. The reason for that is that we are trying to launch into the wind, because the wind blows the rocket to one side, and we are trying to counter that with launching into the wind. Okay, we have the red flag erected right now. So that means on our rocket the igniter is inserted and is connected. So we may launch soon. All the other teams are preparing their stuff right now. We still have people on the pad. And once they're gone, once they're with us, we may launch. So launch may be imminent in a few minutes. So yes, the rocket is tilted a bit, so we're launching into the wind. So then when the wind drifts, the rocket roughly lands where it started. That's the reasoning behind that. I think we have a 3-degree tilt right now. Yes, we have 3 degrees of tilt, and that's what we calculated for. And we have a drift of 3 kilometers with these winds. So we're going to have to drive or walk 3 kilometers to get the rocket back later. Okay, we are filming. So the live camera you see right now is a smartphone that's connected to OBS. So that for us is the easiest system. The more professional or better system would be to have a camera and a live video transmitter from the pad to us. But we don't have that right now. So we have a smartphone on the pad that's filming, and that is uploading the footage to an online server, and we are pulling the footage from the server and putting it into the stream. That's the reason the footage is not that great. So if you would have a video transmitter, the footage would get transmitted directly to us. But right now it's transmitted over Wi-Fi and over the Wi-Fi bridge to us, then to a server, then back down to us, and then to YouTube. Yeah, sorry for that, but we don't have a video transmitter as of now. We have to buy one or get one for the next launch.
What is it? Is it going through all its telephone numbers or
Kannst du, war Rocketry geht nicht, weil da blauer Hintergrund ist. Okay, we are working on the live onboard cams right now. There you can see the onboard cams what we have right now. Yeah, so we currently have video on 3. Ja, wir haben Okay, so I can show you. This is what we have from the onboard footage right now. We have 3 onboard cameras that we can stream. One of them got no video currently. One is outputting video to us, and one is a bit bad right now. That's not the final footage. It's only what we can transmit live during flight. The final footage then will be saved on an SD card on the rocket. And okay, I have at the call right now that we are clearing pad, so they are coming back. There's nobody left on pad. The igniter is in. We have a red flag, and people are coming back. So we will launch very soon if everything works out.
Okay, wir müssen jetzt den Onboard-Stream an die schicken.
Jetzt so, also das
ist fein. Einer reicht.
Ja, also die kriegen genau den fetten UAP vom Stärke. Genau.
Okay, people are coming back now. I can turn around the camera when I see them. I'm going to give you a last overview of our setup with the bird cam. Hi bird cam. We will have to ditch the bird cam because we will have a tracking shot. I'm trying to track the rocket by my hands. Do we have? No, we have no footage from recovery, so it's back on me. We are waiting here on the people coming back, and you can see behind us. There's I want to. Can I see the people behind me? Here behind me there are a lot of people watching right now. We have the people in the blue shirts are the official ESRA people, and there are other teams watching right now. And it's looking very good. The launch is imminent. We are waiting for the people to return from pad, and then we'll see how we go on from there. Okay, now we switched to the onboard footage, so we are only getting camera footage from 2 onboard cams right now. One of them is supposed to be black because it's inside of the recovery bay, and only after the upper stage nose cone ejects and the recovery bay opens. So on drogue ejection there will be light in this camera, and it's the bottom camera I think, and the top left camera, which is the fin cam, we don't have live coverage right now. That's unfortunate, but we just launched without live footage from that. And then we have live footage from the lower stage, just on top of me. Okay, the footage right here is the fin cam that is working right. It isn't working right now, but it may work when we all have launched and the antenna is a bit higher. We don't know. And on top of us, there's the lower stage camera that's pointing straight out, and then up there, in the upper left corner, there is the what's called recovery cam that's inside of the nose cone. So when the nose cone ejects, it points up, looks at first at the drogue parachute, and then if we deploy main, it looks at the main parachute above it. And that's the footage we can offer, and we are streaming that to the ESRA officials right now. So you can see right here, there are 2 long cables behind me. So there's the green cable, And then we also have the black cable. So the green cable is power, we get power from that. And the black cable is a long HDMI cable that we rolled out to the official ESRA streaming booth, and we are transmitting this footage that you see right now to the official live stream. Okay, if you can also in another browser, don't close this live stream. In another browser, you can look at the official IREC ESRA live stream. They had nice drone footage of our rocket on the pad right now. And I can't hear what they are talking about, but they are interviewing right now. Yes, we are using Starlink to the stream to YouTube, so... Ja, kann ich machen. Okay guys, I'm going to the interview on the main channel. See you on the main stream.
Hi guys. So we're currently giving a live interview in the main channel. When you switch over to the IREC live stream, Matthias is going over right now. We should start in any second there. Launch should be imminent right now. The red flag is up. This means all igniters are inside of the rocket. There are also drones going towards the pad to track the shot and to track the launch. Our guys are not back yet. I think we have to wait for them. So if you switch over to the IREC 2025 live stream, you can see the live interview now. Und? Magst du Interview geben? Magst du Interview geben? Okay, we need to switch some stuff for the tracking camera here as well. I will be back. So as you can see, we switched to the tracking cam as well. We are about to lift off.
601, WARR Rocketry from Munich, that we will be launching imminently.
So, as you just heard, we are launching imminently. The rocket is on the rail, igniters are in, it is fully armed. And yeah. Thank you. And yeah, we are currently preparing a tracking shot for you. And if all goes well. Ja, man kann sehen. And yeah, hopefully we'll be off in just a moment. We're actually the first ones to launch today. We had a bit of luck. I was on the pad, so I don't know how much the folks have told you, but there was a bit of a bad weather last night, and we were very lucky to be here. Very thankful for ESRA and IREC, the organizers here, to allow us to be here. And yeah, now it's out of our hands, and all that's left to say is go WESP, go Munich. Let's have a good flight.
Do you know, are you guys the one on the right or the left?
The left.
You're on the left. Okay.
Yes.
I did right or left.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. I do too all the time.
Test. Test.
This is a two-stage flight. Predicted 44,410 feet. We have an O-5500 staging to an M4000. And after the entirely nominal two-stage flight last year, WARR Rocketry has iterated on their system to fit even larger motors. With extensive use of carbon fiber, they managed to reduce the structural mass and improve the aerodynamics at the same time, which awards the EX-1 EVO rocket WARR's fastest rocket in its 6.3-year history, capable of reaching velocities up to Mach 2.5. Sorry, that's 63-year history.
Okay, launch is imminent. We are go for launch. Go WESP, go WARR Rocketry, and go Munich.
We are going on Tuesday. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
Ah! Yeah! 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 Oh!
Point your fingers.
There's the
Booster.
Lower stage there.
I think there's stroke on
Scheiß Instagram.
Okay, everybody please keep your heads up. We're coming down and
Okay, we have booster touchdown.
Looks like sustainer drone.
Sustainer drogue, I think.
So do you think the sustainer came apart?
I think it's early deployed somehow because we
Yeah.
couldn't see the drone.
Yeah, it looks like there's a chute with a light piece of.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick question, you guys are the German team that just launched?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a story for CBS News, and they'd love to talk to one of you guys if there's somebody that has a minute.
Yeah.
I don't want to disturb you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can talk with you.
Yeah?
We have a sustainer part.
But maybe after this landed.
Just right here with this camera whenever you're done.
Okay.
Did your boosters stay together? Are you tracking it?
Okay, sorry guys, I can't get any good track and footage of the I can't get any good tracking footage of the camera of the rocket because it's so far away and I can't zoom enough. We're just looking with our eyes where it comes down right now, and I can point the camera at the people watching. Da oben ist ein Punkt.
Oh ja, ich sehe es. Ja, es blinkt immer so ein bisschen, ne?
Ja, da neben dem Rauchding.
Aber Alter, was ist da passiert?
Guys, I'm sorry for the bad tracking footage. That the sun is really bright. I can't see the screen of the camera. There you can see the smoke trail of it going up. Okay, I can give you a shot of our guys here. That is the other team, the Gators that just launched. And here you can see the spectators behind us. And we are still waiting for updates. I can't give you any updates right now. I will put you back down and set you on the live camera.
Habt ihr aufgenommen, was wir gestreamt haben? Live, YouTube macht es automatisch. Können wir das mal angucken? Was die anderen Sachen angucken? Ja, ist schlecht, weil da müssen wir stoppen. Okay. Du kannst auf YouTube zurückspulen. Nee, ist egal, wir machen es über den Slauch geben. Ja, eigentlich. Ah, ja, dann kannst du es auf dem RGS auch machen, soweit ich weiß.
Ja, weißt du,
Warum gehen die Filme? Was? Man kann es auf YouTube-Stream zurückspulen.
Oder das Footage rewatchen?
Einmal Memory.
Wir hatten Upper Stage, hatten wir nur die Parachute.
Upper Stage, als die am Boden noch vertical war,
wegen dem Livestream, wie lange wollten wir noch? Ich würde kurz sagen, mal Closing Statement machen.
Ja. Aber da war offen. Das ist noch am
ja,
nee, jetzt sind wir gestartet.
Das ist die Live-Kamera von.
Ich hab, also man hat ja echt auf dem Display gar nichts gesehen.
Wo ist kannst du den offiziellen Stream aufmachen? Ja, aber ich würde gerne den offiziellen Stream lassen. Offiziellen Trackshot. Weil da kann man vielleicht mehr drauf.
Wir haben einen Picture in dem
We have a
yeah.
We have a position. Okay. Sollte gleich der Launch sein.
Ist bei Launch?
Bei Launch ist Live-Video abgerissen.
Was? Sollen die am Stream anpassen?
Ja, wir sagen halt, wir wissen nicht, was passiert ist.
Okay. Okay, guys. We don't know what happened. We are still. Where's the other microphone? Oh, there it is. We are still scrambling what happened. We have a location of our booster, but the upper stage is still unknown. We are working on it. and once we have more updates, we will update you guys. Sorry that we have to do this still camera footage right now, but we have to pull every resources to get more information and figure that out. Okay, we are still scrambling what happened and how we get our rocket back. We have a drone footage of the pad right now that we want to show you before some words of our launch officer and then closing the stream. So